I'm going to start. All right, current slide. Got to share my screen. All right. I think everybody can see that probably. Good. Okay, so anyway, welcome everybody. We'll just get right into it. So we're going to go over today just we had a retreat and we're going to go over a little bit of the overview of that. We put together some new programs that we're calling pillars, support and accountability, and then what we've got for an upcoming schedule. So we're just going to go through all the details of that with you now. So we went away for 3 days in a little house in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and you can see it was Amish country during a snowstorm. And we got so much done. You'll see the picture in the middle on the chair with the pot, that's Matt. He was, Heather, Todd, and I were there in Pennsylvania, and Matt joined us. We say he's on the Zoom pot. So anyway, we did many hours on those 3 days, and we came up with quite a few things. And one of the things was like, what are we all about? What are we trying to do here? So we came up with a list of that. And we had everything on the walls, and we just scrubbed through all of it and just all of the ideas of what we wanted to do. Because we realized our third year starts June 1st. And we wanted to look at what was working and what wasn't working, and thinking about our timeline, and the timeline we thought just didn't happen the way we thought it did. So we wanted to drill down and see what else we could do from that standpoint. And then we took a really hard look at where we are and where we're headed and how we can do better, and how we go about doing that. So that's what that retreat was all about. So we came up with these pillars, and we've got different programs for different parts of real estate that we can handle. So I'm going to be doing revenue share building. Todd's going to be working with REO distressed properties. Matt's going to be working with traditional real estate. And then Heather is joining us to do support and accountability. So I'm going to let them go through what those programs are in a little bit. So they'll get into the detail of it. But these are directors of excellence. This is what we came up. I actually took that from EXP. That's what my boss is. Anyway, so these are the different places that we've been working with. So we thought a lot about the guidelines, and anyone can do any of the pillars. Everything is available to everybody. All of the meetings are open to everyone. There will be weekly meeting schedules for all of them. We're going to have featured speakers, and the topics obviously are going to be significant to whatever the pillar is. Lead generation and lead generation training, both outside and internally. And all the meetings will be recorded and uploaded to our YouTube channel. So anybody can get at those and not have to go into Drive. A lot of people aren't crazy about Drive. So I'm going to let Matt, if you want to start a little bit about what you're doing with the traditional real estate piece, and that's his new baby, Hudson, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, so I think it's just going to be, I mean, I would prefer to be collaborative environments. So I would love you guys to bring ideas and things that you would want to learn about or talk about, or even if you feel that you can train on something, that would be awesome. Obviously, the big thing is, how do we find more business? And so we can certainly go through that, and how to cold call the right way. Where to get those leads from, where to get that information from. We have ways to get it fairly cheap if you're willing to do more work, or if you're willing to spend a little bit more, we can get you quite a bit of volume at a quicker pace. So the whole goal there is really just to, let's collaborate, find ways that we can build our business through, whether it's cold calling or open houses, or the right way to work buyers to find more sellers, or the right way to work sellers to find more buyers, just really doing everything on the traditional side to help generate more business. And I will probably start off with KV Core stuff, just because I feel like a lot of us don't know KV Core all that well. So let's make sure we at least know how to get in there, use it, and make sure we can stay on top of our active clients that we know are going to be interested in buying or selling soon.
Same about the meetings too. So,
Yes. So meeting schedules, they're going to be the first and third weeks. They're going to be on Tuesdays at 12:30 Eastern or 9:30 Pacific. And then if evenings are better, weeks 2 and 4 are going to be 6:30 Eastern or 3:30 Pacific.
right, always on Tuesdays. So every Tuesday, there'll be at least one meeting. And again, they'll all be recorded too.
Yeah. I think that's all I got.
All right. Sounds good. I'll go on to the next one. So I'm going to be working with revenue share, legacy, long-term income, exit strategy, and professional referral agents, which is another thing that we've been working on. So, anybody can join this, that's interested in building long-term income and the revenue share piece. We're going to be teaching about legacy as well. So we're going to go through the steps to the agent attraction process, how building relationships, finding your voice, just explaining it the right way. And then we're going to have EXP explained and BWB explained presentations. So the how-to training is actually 3 days where I'm going to run it in a loop 4 times a year. And then the rest of the time, we're going to just work on those programs. I'm going to overview the professional referral agent, which is in the referral division. So someone that's ready to retire or just doesn't want to do day to day, they don't have to pay all the realtor dues and MLS fees and whatnot, although that could change really soon. But they can still collect referral income. So that's another way to build some revenue share if you choose to do that. An exit strategy concentration for small brokerages that are just ready to leave, the mom and pops, things along those lines. We'll be doing role-playing scripts. We'll be personalizing people's presentations for them, understanding the edification process, and then just the simple steps of doing it. Really, they're just 7 steps. Jesse Zakorski, who many of you know, called me and wants to work with us on those 7 simple steps. So he's going to partner with us for that. And then our meetings are going to be Fridays at either 9 a.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Eastern, depending on the week. And the first one is going to be April 5th. And Heather, you're up.
Sorry, I figured Todd would have gone first. So basically what I'm going to be doing is making sure we all stay on track. We're going to have morning mojo calls, 15 minutes for each of the pillars. So if you decide that your primary pillar is going to be working with Matt and doing regular production, you can see there 8 a.m. to 8:15, then REO stuff with Todd. If you're going to be focusing on rev share with Lynn, 8:30. And then the last 15 minutes every day is just for support, any kind of help you need, direction, whatever the case may be. The whole point of these morning calls is just to get your mindset for the day. Every day, just being held accountable for what you're going to accomplish. As we start to grow the team, each Monday we're going to have launch calls. So you as a sponsor are going to attend the call with your sponsee, make the introduction. We're going to have our own sort of onboarding, very specific to BWB. During that call, your new agents are going to set up a individual goal setting call with me, just again to keep them focused and have them attend the daily morning mojo calls. In addition to that, I'll also kind of be like a lifeline. So if you need direction, you need help, you need a quick answer, I will be there to direct you.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather. One thing I didn't put in the slides has to do with the onboarding, and that's something Heather talked a little bit about in here, but we want to make sure that we're really holding people's hands through the onboarding process. It's just, there's so much to it, and we want to walk everybody through all of the pieces so they feel really comfortable from that standpoint. So Anything you wanted to add, Heather?
No. Thank you.
All right, Todd, you're up. Last but not least.
All right. Everybody that's here has been with us a while, so nothing, there's going to be changes, but there's not going to be changes. You all know me. I'm going to train you. I'm going to teach you whatever. We're going to have the classes on Wednesdays, and there'll be in the morning, week 1 and 3, week 2 and 4, they'll be in the afternoon. They will be recorded. And one of the things is if you want to do REO, you must come to training. Or I understand life happens, but you must, we'll have a way of tracking it. You must watch the video, or at least listen to it while you're driving around like I do all the time with stuff. So REO is, from my perspective, that's me. That's important to me. So I want you there. Many of you are here because you wanted to do REO and HUD. It hasn't quite worked out so far the way I thought it would, but those things are happening now. And we'll give updates on those meetings for 10, 15 minutes the first, and the rest will be some type of training. In April, we're going to focus on HUD. HUD is very much similar to REO, but there are some significant differences. So we're going to start focusing on that. If you have not already gone into HUDhomestar.gov and signed yourself up under EXP, you need to do so before the first meeting, because we're going to go over some stuff inside HUD's website, and I'm going to show you some things. So most of you probably already have, but if you haven't, get it done. And if you don't know how to do it, reach out and I'll show you. Most all updates will be given in the meetings. If you don't come to the meeting, you don't watch the meeting, then you don't get the update. That's the way it's going to be. And that's pretty much all I have.
All right, awesome. Thank you. All right. Oh, I'll keep going. So we wanted to make sure that you can do any of this or all of this or pick and choose, whatever, however you want it to look is fine. But we wanted to make sure that anybody could go to any meeting. So the schedule will be posted, and each person can sign up for at least one primary if they want to, or mastermind group. There's going to be a featured speaker each month in each group. We're going to have ongoing topics specific to whatever the subject is, obviously. Weekly meetings are planned and scheduled and led by the directors of excellence, so the folks that are running the pillars, and different lead generation or training for each type of pillar. So we did a deep dive into lead generation and for traditional and different ways. So there are outside programs for lead generation that we've talked to that we're bringing under, and the ones for REOs and the ones for my section with RevShare are going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more training, but there's still a lot of lead generation. We're all like, where are we headed with this market? Nobody knows. There's a lot of camps that are thinking a lot of different things. But not only that, but obviously what we need to do as far as what's happening with the lawsuits and the seller paying the buyer side and everything. So we've got to look at all of that. But anyway, we just wanted to make sure, like, have the outline of what each was going to do, and we'll just take it all from there. This is a little bit about the calendar. This is going to begin April 1st. I'm a little grandpa here. Everybody's grandfathered in as they are. You can take part of whatever you'd like to take part of, but we'll have this posted as well. You can, if you want to be put into any of the calendars, I will add you on the calendar so you'll get notices. Just let any of us know what you want to, which or all that you want to be coupled with. And we will take care of that, make sure you've got all the calendars and all the information that you need. And just a couple of other things. So we have a YouTube channel, Brokers Without Borders. It has silver and blue logo. Feel free, and probably it's a good idea to join that, become a subscriber of that. You can just search for it on YouTube. And also in workplace chat, we have a new group, the BWB team. And I invited most of you, and I'll be inviting people as they join as well. We have 2 new agents. One is in San Francisco and one is in Los Angeles. And they're starting in a couple of weeks. So Vince, you got some competition or friends out there.
That's too far for me to drive, so they can have
Okay,
it.
well, then, right? And then the other thing we have is, can you provide instructions on how to sign up under EXP in the HUD Home Store Gov site? Sure, we can certainly talk about that. I built us a resort. I built us a BWB home in the New World. I don't know how many of you have gone there. Heather and I were bopping around here yesterday. We had a beach and we got umbrellas and, and everything, but this is a place that we're also going to be able to join, have meetings and whatnot. So I'll put this in the chat as well. So we have a dog. We have a dog in our little EXP world. So this is
Where's Ollie?
What is it?
Where's Ollie?
Ollie. Oh, I know. They didn't have any llamas. So these are all things that we put together. And then I just wanted to see if anybody had any questions or anything. We didn't want to take a lot of your time, but we wanted to let you know where we were and what's starting. So everything is starting on April 1st, and we're all going to take it from there. Have a good day, honey. So any thoughts, comments?
Just one here. Heather had mentioned about a launch call. What exactly does that entail?
So when you bring on new agents,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna hold their hand onboarding, introducing them to all our resources, everything that they have access to. So that's just to make them feel included and just to make sure that they get acclimated to all the tools and resources.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. Exciting group.
Well, thank you guys for putting in the time to come up with a strategy. That's incredible and appreciate it. So
Good. So what again, whatever it is you want to join in or just take part in, it doesn't have to be, we really didn't discuss that if you pick a primary that you really want to work with, great, you want to go to as much as you can. But if you just want to, pop into RevShare or whatever, we're just going to keep doing that as well. So whatever you want to get involved in, just let us know and we'll get you what you need. I heard loud and clear, everybody's gets frustrated with Google Docs. So I'm working on that to try to make it easier for everybody.
Well, we're going to put together also our schedules. It's not just going to be a week in advance. We're going to try to put together them a month at a time with the topics. Unless, for example, in my particular case, I'll put a schedule for the month of April, and that'll be coming out very shortly of what topic I'm going to cover. But what if all of a sudden HUD makes an announcement? Okay, well, we'll have to change that one particular part of it because we're all going to go through how we get signed up with HUD and where we go, all the packets. We're going to review everybody's packets and all that sort of stuff. So that may be, in my particular case, the only change that would happen in a situation like that. Or I know of a new asset management company and I'm going to, oh yeah, everybody, we need to talk about this first. But that would probably be in the update, not the, lesson or whatever. So.
Yeah.
So then you'll know, for example, if you're like on RevShare or traditional, if there's a topic of interest to you, you'll have the calendar and you can pop in and listen. So that's the point. Sorry.
Those will come to you automatically too, for whichever ones you choose to sign up. It'll just come to you automatically. And then we'll have separate workplace chats for each one of them as well, as we continue to grow. We haven't been doing, we've probably the past 3 months haven't been doing anything with agent attraction, and we wanted to get this under our belts. We realized this was a piece that was missing. I mean, all of the minute details and programs and systems of how to do this. So we started that. We got lots of people that we're talking to as well right now, but we turned it all back on. And I just personally want to thank everybody for your patience. You know, it wasn't the timing we had hoped for. Let's
Has
just put it that way.
has the size of our team, Brokers Without Borders, has it changed? Or have we shrunk?
Well, it did, yeah, it got smaller. There were people that only joined just for the REOs, and when it took a little bit of time, they were like, okay, I can't do this. So yeah, it did change. But the core is still here. So that's all good. Todd, were you gonna say something? Did I interrupt you, bud?
Oh, I've always got something to
Yeah, I
say.
got something to
No,
say.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
if I could just in closing, I'm extremely excited about this. I haven't been with EXP that long, but I can't wait to get this going because I see great stuff for the team as a whole moving forward. You know, if we all can just get our mindset right, stay focused, right, keep our eye on the prize. There's nothing we can't do. There really isn't. And we've all worked so hard and as we start to roll this out, just the stuff that we're all going to have access to help build our businesses. It's going to be awesome. It is. I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you. Yay, rah, rah. You go, Heather. Got the pom-poms. Very cool. Heather was the one that brought the candy on our on our retreat, so she had us all sugared up. It was great. So somebody just came in. I'm not sure who iPhone 153 is, but so if there's anything else, any questions, feel free to text any of us individually or just reach out to us if you have any questions. But we're going to get started on April 1st, and we're just really excited. And thank you. Thank you all for just being who you are. Much appreciated. Okay, well, I will post this on the YouTube channel as well, for anybody that wants to take a look at it, and I'll also send it out to everybody so they can look at it as well. But if there's nothing else, look at that. We did it in 26 minutes, so we don't have to take too much of your time.
Everyone have a great weekend. We're
Thank
getting
you.
a little rain here in Texas, so we're happy.
Oh, are you? Yeah, St. Patrick's Day this weekend, isn't it? Sounds good. All right, thanks, everybody. Mwah. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Vince. And we got that for Robin. Okay. Oh.
Did you?